Alright guys, welcome back. This is week 3 on the 84 Chevy, and we have a lot to do today. It's going to be a long day, and it's really about getting the balance of everything, of the wiring harnesses out. I say that shit like every week, but today is the day. And then I have the floor pans with me. We're going to mark those out and we're going to cut them out. Probably won't get to welding them back in today. That'll probably be tomorrow. We'll edit all this in and start getting it ready to go. There's a couple areas on the truck we'll have to, probably a shadow. You can see just a little, we got to straighten this out. We'll get that done. Bed's in great shape. And then I want to get the tire replaced today so that we don't have to keep putting air in it. And there's a tire shop just a couple buildings over. We'll get them to do that. And then so let's get to it. And we'll do a little bit of video as we go through. Alright guys, a little midday break update. All the wiring's out. Little speedometer. So we're getting ready to do now, and I'll put the camera up for this, is we're going to cut the floor pans out. But we also have pretty much everything cleaned up out of here. Still got a few things left to take out, but I'll give a final video update this afternoon when I'm done. You can kind of see where we're at and how quickly we should be able to go as we get it done. So give me another hour or two, we'll come back at it and give you another update. Alright guys, wrapping up Saturday on this. Still got to go tomorrow, but got about 90% of what we wanted to get done. Everything, hopefully you can see that without the raise, but all the wiring is now out, front to back. We have front completely disassembled, and all the lights are out of the truck. Bumpers are off the truck. Everything's off. We'll start prepping next weekend. Here's my brother Marco.
Yep, we're gonna put some wings on it.
Some wings. So the only thing we didn't get done was the panels. We got them marked, but man, this is a beast for sure. First time, so we got to bring some different blades with us. We'll do that. We'll pick them up tonight. So we're going to finish up a little early. But everything is out. The only thing we may have to replace is the overall column. It's really, I'm not really sure how well all this works in here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy a new one and be done with it. But got all that done. Again, ready to rock and roll for tomorrow. All right, end of day 2. Got about 95% done for the weekend. Did not get the pans welded back in, but we did get them cut and out. We finished removing everything off the front. Still think we're going to take this out completely. I think with the new AC unit, I think that may come out. We'll see here this week. I'll look at it and see. But it's the third weekend in 4 we worked on it. And did find an old tire. That thing is slick as woof. You don't want to know how slick that thing is. But we're not driving it. So we got a little bit more work to do in here. So you can see both pans are in. Got some more work to do on the driver's side. It's not exactly fit perfect yet, but the passenger side is pretty close. But we have some excess rust here, and we've cut some of it out. We'll clean this up in about 2 weeks because I won't be messing with the truck for another 2 weeks. But we'll get that patched with another piece of metal, cleaned up, and in. But the pans are in, just not welded. And I said the driver's side, we have a little bit more cleaning and fitting to do on that side. You can see, I'll see if I can zoom in. You can see just across the top of my finger if the thing won't focus. We got to do some additional welding there. You can see where the rust came up a little bit higher as I was cleaning it out. So don't worry, we'll get that cut out and another piece welded in when we get back to it. But I think overall a successful weekend, making pretty good progress. I still think we're going to be on track for getting it done in the middle of January, early January. I mean, it's a super tight schedule. It's a very aggressive schedule for what I want to get done. And the reason why it is because I start traveling for work again. And then it gets kind of crazy. I don't get a lot of free time to work on these things. So I do want to get at least this truck done before that happens. But also the truck is for sale. So I'll put a reminder up front. If you're interested, I haven't picked out the paint for it yet. The motor is the motor, the transmission is the transmission, the interior is the interior. It's black interior. I showed it to you in the parts update. But the truck is for sale. We haven't figured out the wheels on it yet. So if you're interested and you want to buy it and you want to help kind of be the design of what the color is and maybe some other things we'll do on it. This is before we drop it. So we haven't dropped it yet. Spindles are going to be four more weeks on the front spindles. So this truck will get dropped. So if you're not interested in that and you want it not dropped, shoot me a note and we can work something out. But man, we're probably 4 or 5 weeks out, I hope, on getting this bad boy done. And I think the most exciting thing is getting it rewired and the engine and transmission back in and firing it up. We're so close to that. I know it looks like, and you look at this thing, it's like, man, it's a fucking year's project, but it's really not. It's just a few more weeks as long as you have the time to work on it. So appreciate you guys watching. Marco, brother, appreciate you helping. You guys have a great one.